Shabbat Shalom, good Shabbos. Thank you for joining us tonight as we celebrate Shabbat, the last Shabbat of 5780. That's right, next week we'll actually be celebrating Rosh Hashanah, the beginning of a new year. So as we go into this last Shabbat, this last full week of a year that's been filled with challenges, it's going to be a memorable year for sure as we look back on it. But in this last week, as we try to figure out how to finish strong and begin and build for a good year ahead, gives us a chance to meaningfully assess our lives, where we are in the world, hopefully a chance for us to connect with maybe some friends and family we haven't spoken to in a while, to remember those who came before us. We hope this Shabbat will be filled with peace. Shabbat Shalom, good Shabbos. To help get us into the spirit of the new year, Achat Sha'alti, sung by Gabriel Mann and his daughter Piper. One of the beautiful songs you'll hear for the new year, this year, on JLTV. As we say the blessing over the Shabbat candles and bring Shabbos into our lives.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kitshanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu lehadlik ner shel Shabbat lehadlik ner shel Shabbat. Amen.
Come, let us greet the bride, the Kala, L'chadodi, the beautiful song of Kabbalat Shabbat.
L'chadodi Kala, b'nei Shabbat nekabela. L'chadodi Kala, b'nei Shabbat nekabela. Shamor v'zachor b'dibur echad, Hishmianu el hamiuchad, Adonai echad u'shemo echad, L'shemu tiferet v'litchila. L'chadodi likra kala, b'nei Shabbat nekabela. L'chadodi likra kala, b'nei Shabbat nekabela. Likrat Shabbat lechu v'nelcha, ki hi mekor haberacha, meirosh mikedem nesucha, sof ma'aseh b'machshava tchila. L'chadodi likra kala, b'nei Shabbat nekabela. L'chadodi likra kala, b'nei Shabbat nekabela. Bo'ui v'shalom la'eteret ba'ala, gam besimcha u'v'tzola, toch emunei am segula, bo'ui chala, bo'ui chala. L'chadodi likra kala, b'nei Shabbat nekabela. L'chadodi likra kala, b'nei Shabbat nekabela.
With the same words that our ancestors were called together at the Beit HaMikdash in Jerusalem, Baruch Hu, we come together in prayer.
Lai 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 Lie, 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 lie. Lie, 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 lie. Baruch hu et Adonai, Hamevorach. Baruch Adonai, Hamevorach, Hamevorach, le'olam va'ed. Hamevorach, Hamevorach, le'olam va'ed. Baruch Harei Hamevorach, le'olam va'ed.
As we look out over a beautiful sunset, in awe we look up to the heavens and see through time and space. In the evening we say the words of Ma'ariv Aravim.
ומעביר יום ומביא לילה, ומבדיל בין יום ובין לילה, אדוני צבאות שמו, אל חי וקיים, תמיד ימלוך עלינו לעולם ועד, ברוך אתה אדוני, המעריב ערבים, אמן.
As the prayer Ahavat Olam reminds us, God is the source of all love.
אהבת עולם בית ישראל עמך אהבת תורה ומצוות חוקים ומשפטים אותנו למדת על כן אדוני אלוהינו בשכבנו ובקומנו נשיח בחוקיך ונשמח בדברי תורתך ובמצוותיך לעולם ועד כי הם חיינו ואורך ימינו ובהם נגע ימם ולילה כי הם חיינו ואורך ימינו ובהם נגע ימם ולילה כי הם חיינו ואורך ימינו ובהם נגע ימם ולילה כי הם חיינו ואורך ימינו ובהם נגע ימם ולילה ואהבתך תסיר ממנו לעולמים ברוך אתה אדוני אוהב עמו ישראל Amen.
We recognize the unity of God, the oneness of all creation. As we say the words of Shema Ve'ahavta, the words of the Torah.
Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad. We'll stand up now, be recognized for all that you've done. We'll get up now, Yisrael, the Lord God is one. It's easier not to do all that God has asked, but you're who you are, and by that grace you're up for the task. Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad. Well, everywhere I look around, all people want to change. They spray the faith of different paint and in a wider range. There's no joy to cry, well, can't we be just like the rest? To them I say there's joy in who you are. Stand up now and say Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad. So be like Abraham and shake the hand of everyone you meet. But don't forget who you are, people so unique. Hashem revealed himself to you, set your people free. If that was all it done, it'd be enough. but she stayed with you and me, and so should mine. Israel, Adonai, Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Shema Israel, Adonai, Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Yeah, 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 Shema Israel, Adonai, Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad.
What does redemption mean to us? Freedom, liberty. For thousands of years, the Jewish people have upheld a vision of a world redeemed. Our redemption at the Sea of Reeds is celebrated every day. The words Mi Chamocha.
Ay 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 Mi chamocha ba'elim Adonai, mi chamocha neder b'kodesh, nora tehilot osefele, nora tehilot osefele. Mi chamocha ba'elim Adonai, mi chamocha neder b'kodesh, nora tehilot osefele, nora tehilot osefele. Ay 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 ay
Hashkivenu Adonai, shelter us and protect us. Keep us safe from all violence, from disease, from war. Tonight, on Shabbat, let us feel the shalom, the peace that emanates from the Holy One.
Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu l'shalom, l'shalom. Ve'hamidenu malkeinu l'chaim. Ufros aleinu sukat shlomecha, ufros aleinu sukat shlomecha. Amen. Shelter us beneath your wings, O Adonai. Guard us from all harmful things, O Adonai. Keep us safe throughout the night, till we wake with morning's light. Teach us daily wrong from right, oh Adonai.
Vishamru reminds us that Shabbat is truly a gift. Throughout the generations, the Jewish people have treasured Shabbos, have seen it for the potential to renew, to restore, to give us a sense of shalom.
Shalom.
Adonai, the Eternal, is beyond all words, all songs, all praises. Yet we try, we attempt, and in the Amidah that follows, we enter this holy place of prayer.
יתגדל ויתקדש שמי רבה בעלמא דברה חירותי וימליך מלכותי בחייכון וביומייכון ובחיי דכל בית ישראל בעגלה ובזמן קריב ואמרו אמן יהי שמי רבה מבורך לעולם ולעולמי עולמיה יתברך וישתבח ויתפאר ויתרומם ויתנשא ויתהדר ויתעלה ויתהלל שמי דקודשה ברכו לעילם מן כל ברכתה בשירתה תושבחתה ונחמתה דאמירן בעלמא ואמרו אמן. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu Elohei Avotenu ve'imotenu Elohei Avraham Elohei Yitzchak Elohei Yaakov Elohei Sarah Elohei Rivka Elohei Rachel Elohei Leah Ha'el Hagadol Hagibor v'hanora El Elyon Gomel Chasadim Tovim V'konei Hakol V'zocher Chastei Avot ve'imot U'mevii Gula Lifnei v'neihem Leman Shemo B'ahava Melech Ozer U'Moshiach U'Magen Baruch Atah Adonai Magen Avraham V'Ezrat Sarah Atah Gibor Le'olam Adonai Mechayei Meitim Atah Rav L'Hoshia Mechalkel Chayim B'Chesed Mechayei Meitim B'Rachamim Rabim Somech Noflim V'Rofei Cholim Umatir Asurim Umekayem Emunato Lishenei Afar Micha Mocha Baal Gevurot Umido Melach Melech Memit Umechayeh Umatzmiach Yeshua B'ne'eman Atah L'chayot Meitim Baruch Atah Adonai Mechayei HaMeitim.
How do we create peace in our world, maintain harmony? We ask for God's help, as the Amidah concludes with the prayers for peace.
Shalom Rahav al Yisrael Amcha Tasim Le'olam Shalom Rahav al Yisrael Amcha Tasim Le'olam Ki atahu melech adon Lechol hashalom Ki atahu melech adon Lechol Shalom, Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha Tasim Le'olam Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha Tasim Le'olam B'tov be'einecha levarech Et Amcha Yisrael B'chol ובכל שעה בשלומך שלום רב על ישראל עמך תשים לעולם שלום רב על ישראל עמך תשים לעולם תשים לעולם תשים
So we're going to sing another song here from our most recent record. This is called Bound for the Promised Land. And for us, it's this idea, this place, this kind of ethereal concept that we ask ourselves, but I know you guys, And I know everybody in this room has this little fire that we wake up with in our hearts, right? Every morning to try to make somehow this crazy, mad world a little better. And I think we're all a little bit bound for the promised land in that sense. Stormy banks I stand and cast a wishful eye, for I see a fair and a happy land, and that's where my heart does lie.
Where the orchards and fields that never fail, and the olive and lemon trees grow, where the rocks and the streams, the brooks and the vales, and the milk and the honey flow.
I'm bound for the promised land, my friends. I'm bound for the promised land.
Oh, who will come and go with me?
I'm bound for the promised land.
This new world can let us down, and its gifts are not always free. But I dream of the sights, the scents, and the sounds, and turn my thoughts to the east. I'm bound for the promised land, my friends. I'm bound for the promised land. Oh, who will come and go with me? I'm bound for the promised land. Days when love seems only a jest and hope turns callously cold, well, I remember that I'm one on a holy quest and return to the stones of the old. I'm bound for the promised land, my friends. I'm bound for the promised land. Oh, who will come and go with me? I'm bound for the promised land.
Rafana Lanu Ela Rafana La Rafana Lanu Dear God of our ancestors, help us renew our faith. Help us renew our faith. Grant us a perfect healing. Grant us a perfect healing. Bring peace to all our days. Bring peace to all our El Na Rafana La Rafana La El Na Rafana La Rafana La Restore our strength of body. Restore our strength of body. Help clarify our minds. Help clarify our minds. Refresh our tired spirits. Refresh our tired spirits. Rejuvenate our light. Rejuvenate our El Na Rafana La Rafana La El Na Rafana La Rafana La Thank you for all these blessings. Thank you for all these blessings. Throughout our days and nights. Throughout our days and nights. We celebrate the journey. This precious gift of life, this precious gift. El Na Rafana La Rafana Lanu El Na Rafana La Rafana Lanu El Na Rafana La Rafana
As we say Aleinu, we give thanks to God for our past, acknowledge the challenges and the opportunities of the present, and look ahead to a future, a time of peace, a time beyond suffering and illness. Aleinu l'shabeach.
Aleinu l'shabeach la'adon hakol, la'tet gedula le'yotzei breshit, shelo asanu kegoye ha'aratzot, velo samanu kemishpechot ha'adama, shelo sam chalkenu kahem, וגורלנו ככל המונם, ואנחנו קוראים ומשתחווים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים, הקדוש ברוך הוא, שהוא נוטה שמיים ויוסד ארץ, ומושב יקרו בשמיים ממעל, ושכינתו זו בגובהי מרומים. הוא אלוהינו אין עוד, אמת מלכנו אפס זולתו, ככתוב בתורתו, וידעת היום והשבת אל לבביך, כי אדוני הוא האלוהים בשמיים ממעל, ועל הארץ מתחת. אין עוד ונאמר, והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ. ביום ההוא, יהיה אדוני אחד, ושמו echad.
Tonight at Temple Beth Ami, we remember the yard sites, the losses at this time of year. Herman Carr, Barbara Nibley, Aaron Oppenheim, Marvin Thaw, Hy Liederfein, Charles Zimmerman, Aaron Berman, Rosa Hack, Stephen Kaufman, Samuel Rosenberg, Rose Gerber, Julius Greenberg, Milton Maliniak, Howard Elzer, Bernard Porter, Lynn Rossoff, Michael Sokolow, Helene Geist, Irvin Levy, David Lieberman, Saul Nathan, Peter Rauch, Edward Ellis, Kay George, Zachary Lachow, Ruth Cowan, Florence Lafer, Richard Watson, and Beatrice Dine. And we mourn the losses over this last year. Richard Jafke, Shoshana Bach, Robert Ballenberg, Lee Schulman, Gwen Tucker, Cal Greenfield, Sam Hines, Sean Goodman, Len Birnbaum, Helen Horn, Susie Wolf, Bernice Sherman, Mark Berman, and Phil Blazer.
יתגדל ויתקדש שמי רבה. ויאמר דברה חירותי וימליך מלכותי, בחייכון וביומכון ובחיי דכל בית ישראל, בעגלה ובזמן קריב וימרו, אמן. יהי שמי רבה מבורך לעולם ולעולמי עלמיה. יתברך וישתבח ויתפאר ויתרומם ויתנשא, ויתהדר ויתעלה ויתהלל שמי דקודשה בריחו. לעילה מן כל ברכתה ושירתה, תושבחתה ונחמתה, דאמירן ביעלמה וימרו, אמן. יהי שלמה רבה מן שמיה, בחיים עלינו ועל כל ישראל וימרו, אמן. עושה שלום במרומיו, הוא יעשה שלום, עלינו ועל כל ישראל וימרו, amen. May the source of peace send peace to all who mourn and comfort to all who are bereaved, and let us say, amen.
Adon Olam is one of our final prayers, a recognition that we're part of an eternity, that we're connected and protected by the source of everything. Adon Olam.
Adon Olam asher malach b'terem kol yitzir nivra le'et nasa v'chefto kol azai melech shemoni kra v'acharei kichlot hakol levado yimloch nora v'hu haya v'hu hoveh והוא יהיה בתפארה, והוא אחד ואין שני, להמשיל לו להכבירה, בלי ראשית, בלי תכלית, ולא העוז והמשרה, והוא אלי, וחי גואלי, בצור חבלי, בעת צרה, והוא ניסי ומנוס לי, מנת כוסי ביום אקרא ביעדו, הפקיד רוחי, בעת תישן ויעירה, ואם רוחי גווייתי, אדוני לי ולא אירא.
The Jewish people are connected to each other and to our homeland, to the ancient land and the future land, Eretz Yisrael. Hatikva, the hope, the national anthem of our people.
Kol od balevav penima, nefesh Yehudi homiya, ufateh mizrach kadima, ayin letzion tzofia, od lo avda tikvateinu, hatikva bat shnot alpayim, liot am chovshi be'artzeinu, Eretz Tzion v'Yerushalayim, liot am chovshi be'artzeinu, Eretz Tzion v'Yerushalayim.
Shabbat Shalom, good Shabbos. Next Shabbat will be Rosh Hashanah. And as we're looking ahead and planning a wonderful new year for all of you, for you and your families, to be with us in a little different way than we normally do the high holidays at Temple Beth Ami. Next Friday night, our service, our Shabbat, but also Rosh Hashanah, I'll be joined by a good friend and one of the great Jewish musicians, Josh Nelson, for a special Erev Rosh Hashanah service. The next day, on Saturday morning, we'll have a very special Rosh Hashanah service that will feature many voices. Some of them you know, some of them you may never have heard before, but I know you're going to enjoy. We'll have some of the elements that, of course, make our Shabbat service a warm and inviting always home for the Jewish community. And that will be available for you starting at 8 a.m. on Rosh Hashanah morning, Saturday morning. Later on that day, we'll also be rerunning programs, and you'll be able to access the programs through Facebook and through YouTube and through our templebethami.org website. But we'll also, the next day, the second day of Rosh Hashanah, be offering one of our Rosh Hashanah traditions, a text study of Bereshit, of Genesis. We'll have a chance to read Bereshit, the very beginning of the Torah, on that second day of Rosh Hashanah, Sunday at 10 a.m. And that will be on Zoom. It's a lot of information, and the best way to get it all is to go to our website, templebethami.org, one word, templebethami.org. And there you'll find our high holiday schedule, the ability to support our congregation through the purchase of tickets that we're doing this year, of course, virtually, and also all the times for the Zoom classes, the videos, as well as a chance for us actually to have one in-person session experience together, and that's Tashlich on the second day of Rosh Hashanah on Sunday, where we'll hear the sounds of the shofar and gather together where we normally do for Tashlich, right at the corner of Bouquet and Valencia out here in Santa Clarita, and that'll be at 2 p.m. on Sunday. But again, all the information is up on our website. We hope to see you, at least virtually, for the high holidays, and we wish you the blessings of peace, of good health. Shabbat Shalom, good Shabbos, and happy and healthy New Year.
Shalom, my hayom. Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat, Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat, Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat, Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat.